from 106. Amos Karros, a left-handed Missouri native, is the starter in this one. What do you have for us on him? Danny?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
Henry Lingo is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
And another foul ball.
Great job of running that fastball in on his hands right there with 2 strikes. Even though the batter's able to foul that one off, he's set up for almost anything in this pitcher's arsenal.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here now the 2-2. Is swung on and missed. He got him. A chance now to take a look at how the home team lines up in this one. What's the key for a home victory tonight, Dero?
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup filled with young bloods. Just young guys, hungry, aggressive, trying to do damage and move traffic to both gaps. Line-to-line power up and down this lineup. Should be interesting to see if this pitcher uses their aggressiveness against them.
Here's a fastball now that's hit softly down the line to third. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. The throw into second. The tag, and he is out at second. For the plate now is the designated hitter, Stephen Song. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1.
That pitch up in the zone called the strike, and that's a tough pitch for a batter to hit, though, that fastball that's high in the zone.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
Now another 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Again, a 1-2. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Boy, not what you want coming out of the gate as a pitcher, right? You don't want to have to show all of your pitches this early on in the game, but that's a quality at bat. And what does it make you do as a pitcher? You have to use a lot of your pitches, and the more pitches a hitter sees, the better chance they have to make good contact.
3-2 now.
I got to commend him for being a really tough out.
Pitch popped up. Quintana is there for it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Leading off the inning, Oliver Aldrich, and they'll need him to get something going here. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Missed with a slider.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
Suarez has to come in a few steps, but he has it for out number 1.
Time for a look at the defensive alignment for the visitors. And over at first base in this one today is the guy that can pick it with the best of them. And I can't overstate that enough. As a former middle infielder, when you could close your eyes and throw it over to first base knowing it was getting picked out of the grass or picked out of the dirt, man, what a comfortable feeling.
At the plate, Jonathan Harrington. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. On the ground to the right side. Bateman takes it in. And there are 2 away now. Now at the plate, Corey Holden, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Corey Holden. First delivery to him on the way. And that misses for ball one.
Ball one, no strike.
And here's a fastball inside as the count moves to 2-0 now. The 2-0. He pulls this one into right. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
I appreciate the moxie right there, but 3 fastballs at this level usually turns into a knock.
In now, Stephen Robinette. 0-1 the count. And he misses with it, 1-1. Who jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
Holden is off at first. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. We've played 2 full.
Your attention, please.
Well, that's just a great job of battling on the road. They fought all the way to the end, took the lead.
A Double-A manager has called one of his young players in for a quick word. The word is good. Within 48 hours, this player will be in a new city and putting on a new uniform. A Triple-A manager welcomes a new arrival from Double-A. This prospect showed promise at the Double-A level. The organization is hopeful his progress will continue here.
Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. Today, it's the second of this. Three-game series. Billy Franchise will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, we're looking at a guy that knows how to pitch. Last year, his ERA was just under 3.5 for the season, and I would imagine going into the offseason, he's looking to better that, and hopefully he gets off to a good start. We'll see if that starts in this one today.
So striding forward now, Miguel Diaz. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. Dan, D-Row, we take a look at our home 9 as they take the field here today. They do come in fresh off a victory last time out, but they've been giving ground in the division of late. They've won just twice in their last 7 games. Popped him up. And this is going to wind up a foul ball.
I know it's a guessing. Right there, that was right in the wheelhouse.
And quickly, there are 2 away.
Had to protect there with 2 strikes, and he just got it off the end of the bat. Not much of a problem for the infield at that point.
Standing in now, Arturo Ibar. He offers at it and hits it in the air to left. Moving under it, Aducci. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So not much happening here in the top half of the first. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1. No score. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Orlando Uribe. He's got that average up over the 290 mark to begin play. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a fastball just a bit up. Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for ball 2. Strike 2 called, and it's even at 2.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
Now another 2-2. And another foul ball. Ready with another 2-2. And again, he's unable to keep it fair, but he's putting together quite a battle at the plate. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. And that's a cool moment for him on the mound as he racks up his first strikeout since coming to AAA.
One of the things you're looking forward to as a pitcher, can you advance to the next level? That strikeout right there, his first strikeout in AAA, could mean a lot of confidence for down the road.
Oh, this one bounces off the pitcher. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1.
Hey, that's a huge pitch right there. You've got to get ahead. When you start to see traffic on the base paths, your defense starts to tighten up a little bit. The best thing to do is pound the zone and get ahead 0-1.
No score here as we play inning number 2. Left side. And that's through into left, a base hit. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with one away.
Boy, this looked like it could have been a quick inning, get the first out, and then boom, 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 3 singles, and all of a sudden they're loaded with 1 out.
Yeah, this is execution at its best right here. 1 out. He's still got double play in order. If he can make a pitch, he can get out of it. If he doesn't, crooked number goes up.
Moving under it, Aducci. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0. At the plate, Kyle Higashioka.
Batting ninth, the catcher, number 4.
Has a look, now the pitch. Fly ball out toward left center field. Styles giving chase, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. In to score is the runner from first. It's a 3-0 game.
This thing was a double or more the second it left his bat. He really drove it well, and it ended up one-hopping the wall out there. And more importantly, he picks up 2 RBI along the way.
And he is safe at the plate. It's now a 4-0 game. Ready for another chance? Miguel Gallas. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Boy, right down the middle for strike 2. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the catch.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. So it's 4 runs on 5 hits. No. Striding in once again, Arturo Ibar. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. It might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Into the box now, Mlb Aaron, as he'll send a ground ball down to third. And that's the second out.
Well, I think he got away with one right there. It was a fastball right down the middle, and he hit it hard, but he couldn't elevate it at all. Would have been a different story if he did.
Batting, number 39.
First delivery to him on the way. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. 2 out, nobody on. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Styles sprinting after it, and the inning is over. Nothing doing here this half. We'll head now to the home half of inning number. Digging in for his second at bat, Anthony Liu.
Center fielder, Anthony.
High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball one. Driven to right field and deep. Perret going back on it, but he won't get to it, and this should put a man in scoring position to start the inning. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head, one hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Luis Cairo earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. And there's ball one.
You know, guys, these hitters have had some great looks at that slider so far, and clearly they're all on the same page. The plan is simple. Lay off that slider and make him bring up something straight in the strike zone.
And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now. Coming to the plate now, Kyle Higashioka. He cashed in with a 2-run double his first trip to the plate. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. Down the line. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. On now to the bottom. So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Oliver Cake. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th. And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike one. Hit hard down the line. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Right side. Alvarado over to his left. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Ready once again, Miguel Diaz. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball one. We're in the 5th inning of a 4-3 ball game here. Low and away as he misses again, 2-0. In the dirt, it's 3-0 now. And a fastball misses there, ball 4. Digging in to try it again, Arturo Ibar, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Gomez moving to his, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Digging in once again, Mlb Aaron.
Designated hitter.
Here's the first pitch to him. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball, ball one. Swung on and missed, 1-1.
Just reached back and threw a high fastball right by him. He didn't stand a chance.
The 2-1. Runners on the move for second. Strike taken, the throw. Not in time as he steals second. Diaz at second with 2 down. Lifted in the air to center. Kapler has a play, and that ends the inning. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left. Home half of the 5th coming up. Scranton leads it 4-3.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Mud Hens, number 31.
And this afternoon's closes at a one-run game, 7-6 today.
A manager checks in with his ball club.
Welcome to MLB The Show and this presentation of minor league baseball. Tonight, game 4 of this sport. Striding into the box, Rod McCann. And we are set for baseball here this evening. Underway now on this Sunday night as the game's first pitch. As they come into this one tonight, they've come in losers of 7 of their last 10 games, but did earn the victory last time out.
Yeah, Matty, I always felt like these were huge games, whether it's earlier in the season or later in the season, to find a way to get to 500. You feel like you can start fresh and start pushing in a different direction. You cannot continue to ride that seesaw of win one, lose one. This team has to get hot. Starts today.
Trying to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now, 3-2.
Wow. Oh, anyone that would have swung at that pitch.
And one gone. And now we'll look at the starting lineup for the visitors in this one. What's the word on them as they try to split the series, Mark?
Well, Matt, going into this, looking at both lineups, they're both hot right now and they can both swing the bats. We probably got a slugfest on our hands. What pitcher's going to make the big pitch? A big spot, execute something to get his team off the field. Otherwise, probably a team with the last at bat's going to win this one.
Throw gets him, 2 down. Now at the plate, Miguel Vina. As we take a look there at the difference in his numbers between June and July. And he takes ball 1.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Liner in there for a base hit.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole, Mons, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
He dives, but he can't pull it in, and it's down the line into right. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away. Digging in the switch hitter, Darren Morris. And you see what he's done in recent action. Obviously seeing the ball well right now. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here.
Hit on the ground toward the left. Reined in. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. In now, Danny Ortiz. He'll get us started in the top of the second. And they start him out away with a cold strike.
Hey, he got away with that one right there. If he's going to live up there, spinning it up top of the zone, he's going to get hurt.
Fastball called for strike 2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Inside as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
You know, that pitch around the zone to give it a different look.
Oh, look at the sliding stop. Oh, but he beats it out. Remarkable play just to stop that ball, but it's going to go into the books as a hit, and the leadoff man is aboard. No balls and 1 strike. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And that slider's almost in the dirt. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known. Be aggressive and throw strikes.
Smoke toward the hole, and that finds its way through for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
Into the box now, Pedro Florimon. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. Hot shot down the line, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Popped up. And that's in there. Base hit. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Boy, Dero, we're looking at a big inning right here with that single. Bases are loaded, yet no runs have scored in this inning.
Yeah, and that's exactly what that pitcher wants you to think. You have to eliminate the noise.
The runner from third crosses the plate, and they've taken a 1-0 lead. Striding forward now is the DH, Rod McCann. He's got runners at the corners here with only 1. Grounded back up the middle. Fielded cleanly. 1 there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So 1 run here on. Digging in, Brandon Rayner. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ground ball left side. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
Hey, Dero, that's great hustle out of the box right there. The shortstop has to go deep in a hole to make the play, but he was thinking base hit as soon as he made contact.
Yeah, perfect placement right there. He's definitely rewarded for it right there. Nice play by the shortstop. There's not much you can do. You can either plant that right foot and try and come unglued with a throw to first base. You can use the Derek Jeter, try and jump throw, but I didn't think he was going to get him either way.
Miguel Vina is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Count even now at 1-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Styles shading to his right. 1 away. So here's the cleanup hitter, Raul Aparicio. He reached on a single in his first try. 1-0 the count. Fouled off.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Count. And a big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the second casualty of the inning. Into the box, Darren Morris. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. No balls and a strike to count. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. For second. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. So no runs on a hit here, no error. Stepping up to the plate, Danny Ortiz. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. Fly ball right down the line in left. Jones on the move. And he makes the catch in the corner. Standing in, Will Middlebrooks. He singled his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. And a curveball that time that broke too low. Middlebrooks, a native Texan. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Yeah, Matty, there's 3 dates. The time you get called up, and the time you get to arbitration, and one when you finally hit free agency, where you have a chance to truly enjoy this game and get paid for all the hard work. And this is the start of it. The arbitration process allows these guys to finally start making some real dollars in this game.
Pedro. Hard on the ground toward short. To his left, Medina on to first, and there were 2 down. So stepping in, Pedro Florimon, a base hit in his first trip. And he misses inside with that one, ball 1.
This guy's one of the best bunters in the league, but with 2 outs, I'm not sure that's a really good play right now. He might be forced to go ahead and swing the bat and try to get an extra base hit here with 2 outs.
Now he'll step off. One and 2. This round over to first. Hicks ranges to his right, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Nothing across here this half of the. Stepping into the box, number 9. He hit a sac fly earlier.
Number 9.
First pitch on its way. Pulled toward right center field. Stiles is in pursuit. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Rod McCann. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. Behind 0-2 now. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Fastball that just misses inside.
That was another good pitch and a tough call that could have gone either way. He couldn't get him to bite on it again, so the count's gone from 0-2 to 3-2.
And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th. At the plate, Brandon Rayner, a hit in 2 tries so far. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
He's certainly done an amazing job right here, grinding to get early 2 outs with the number 2 hitter and the middle of the order lurking. He would love to see 3, 4, 5 with no one on base next inning.
A fastball down near the shoe tops. He chases out of the zone for strike 3, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. Nothing across here this half. Stepping up now, Miguel Pena, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one.
I mean, that's just an awesome curveball right there. A 12-6 breaker with nasty downward tilt. You know, the game's getting back to that good 4-seam fastball breaking ball instead of the sinker slider guy.
Softly on a line to 3rd. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Now at the plate, Raul Aparicio. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Takes a look at a slider that catches the inside corner. Two balls and a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Stiles on the move. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Digging in to try it again, Darren Morris. He'll swing it from the left side right here. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit down the line at first. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Looks at a slider over the outer half for strike two.
Good breaking ball right there. Good. He doesn't look at all like he's starting to tire. He looks as good now as he did early on in the game.
Is a fastball that misses.
Boy, that was an awfully close pitch right there. I know if I'm on the mound, I want that pitch called a strike. That's one of those that could go either way.
A little bouncer. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Medina ranging up the middle. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Mud Hens.
Wow, that's a rarity. A 1-0 game in baseball these days. Both of these pitchers pitched awfully well. It's a shame one of them had to lose this game.
And that one run held up tonight. 1-0 the final. AAA baseball for you now on the show. Stepping up now, Enrique Abreu. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The shortstop, Enrique.
In there, and it's 0-1. Guys, you take a look at our visiting club as they enter play here this evening. They came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty, this road trip's been a little bit of a struggle for this team. First 4 games, they find themselves 1-3. Haven't played particularly well. They'll find a way to regroup. They have to find a way to play a little bit more fundamentally sound. Start there first.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Good pitch there on 0-2. Breaking ball out of the zone away. Might set up another breaking ball to see if he'll chase this one a little bit farther off the plate.
With a moment now, let's have a look at the home team's starting lineup. Mark, what do you have on this group in front of the home crowd tonight?
You know, walking around the cage before BP, Matty, one thing jumped out at me. This team's last in runs, and when you look at the lineup, they are well aware of it. They don't want to create that clubhouse divide where it's pitching staff on one side of the room and offense on the other, and the pitchers feel like they have to be perfect all the time. This offense is better than this, and it has to start today.
Here's Craig Gentry, and as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Now here it comes. Hit on the ground out to short. And a base hit into left field, so they've got themselves a 1-out base runner.
Hey, that was a well-executed pitch down and away. Sometimes you got to tip your hat to the offense. That's a nice piece of hitting. Maybe not what he was looking for, but the result was there.
Batting third, first baseman, Todd Burke.
Into the box, Todd Burke, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Hit back up the middle. He's got it barehanded for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. Anthony Santander the next to bat. Took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night. That's lifted the other way out to left. Jones is right there, and it's a very quick out number 1.
Okay, here's a defense for the away team. And diving into the numbers on this team, the one thing that jumps off the page is the fact that these guys can flat play D. The highest fielding percentage in the league. Something to focus on today when you're watching this one.
And now pitch on the way. And he gets ahead 0-1. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. Bottom of the second here with no score. And a front foot curveball here that misses down and in for ball 2. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, those were a couple of close pitches right there in the inner part of the zone. Hitters will tell you, pitches in that location are tough to do anything with.
Throw gets him, 2 down. That'll bring in Joey Rickard. Here comes the first pitch. Try to check it, and it's 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We'll go now to the top. Into the box now. Chance Cisco, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. And that's through for a hit. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway. So coming to the plate, Johnny Garcia comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. And this will be swept away in foul territory, and we'll see if they try the bunt again. Showing bunt, but he winds up taking ball 1. Now a bunt attempt here, and they'll just tag him out along the first base line. Coming to the plate now, Luis Cruz, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. The 0-1 delivery. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. Saw his eyes light up that time, but he swung at a bad one there.
Hey, if he's going to get swings and misses at balls up and out of the zone, he's going to continue to go there.
That's in there. Base hit. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. And not in time as he just crosses the plate in time. From the stretch. Pulls this one in the air out to left.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%. Not trying to do too much. Able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
A ball and a strike now. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1. Cruz leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Popped him up. And no one can get there. He'll try it again.
That breaking ball, the pitch.
Meanwhile now, this is trouble down that right field line. This should be extra bases. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. And not in time as the run scores. And both runners will score. It's now a 3-0 ball game. Here's the first pitch to him. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. Austin Hayes the next to bat. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
one of the keys to securing a win. They want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
Here's the 1-0. 2-0. 2-1 now.
You know, Matty, I'll never understand this. You work so hard throughout the course of the season and course of this game to get in 1-0, 2-0, 3-1 counts. Guaranteed fastball 80 to 90% of the time, and he takes it. Just can't understand the methodology there.
On to first, and it's a double play. The second they've hit into in these first 4 innings, and there are 2 away now. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Kapler over to his left. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 1 hit's all they get. We played 4 full. The Tide's out in front, 3-0. Digging in for his second at-bat, Johnny Garcia. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a knee-high fastball. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
Welcome to my world right here, batter. I've seen this 0-2 count way too many times. Hittable pitch in the middle of the zone, you take one. Slider in the dirt, you come unglued. Now you got to step out of the box. You have no idea what's going to happen.
And he fouls this one off. Popped him up. Hicks is there. He's got it 1 away. So striding forward now, Luis Cruz. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. 0-1 the count. 50th pitch of the game on its way. Ball 1. Cruz is a guy some would regard as a defense-first type of player. He excels in the field and really makes an impact on games with his glove. At the plate, however, not quite as much of a threat.
Yeah, but a guy with a defensive-minded skill set like this can play in the big leagues a long time. You can find ways to score runs, find ways to put the bat on the ball. You can't find guys that play defense the way he does.
Fastball in there, 3-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Two and 0 now.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty, but hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
2-1 now. Now the 2-1 pitch. Is swung on and missed. Chased the fastball that time.
Hey, he's done an amazing job of settling down. 2 innings ago, I thought they were going to run him out of here. But now he's close.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. So they go quietly here in this half inning. 5 innings complete.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Toledo, number 14, Richie Starnes.
Every game has its offensive stars, and in this one, he arguably shined the brightest. He's our top player of the game.
He was one of a few guys that really swung the bat.
A player receives a check-in from one of his coaches. This AAA prospect, who had been generating some buzz, has gone cold of late. Once a player catches the public's eye, little he does, good or bad, will go unnoticed.
Time for baseball of the AAA variety as the show brings you coverage from the International League. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Toledo Mud Hens and the Rochester Red Wings. It's baseball. It's the standing in, Morris Tupman. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Right fielder.
And that pitch catches the inside corner. Well, you take a look at our visiting club as they take the field tonight. They come in losers of 7 of their last 10 games, but did earn the victory last time out.
Hey, they come into game 2 of this series riding high. A huge one-run victory yesterday, able to do the little things to put them over the top. Hopefully that leads to some momentum in game 2. That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
And with that, here's a glance at the starting lineup for the home squad. Dero, tell us about this lineup as they try to force a rubber match in the series.
Well, Matt, going into this, looking at both lineups, they're both hot right now and they can both swing the bats. We probably got a slugfest on our hands. What pitcher's going to make the big pitch? A big spot, execute something to get his team off the field. Otherwise, probably a team with the last at bat's going to win this one.
Digging in, Clint Robertson. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Center fielder, Clint Robertson.
First delivery to him on the way. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Robertson carries a very respectable hitting line right at .310.
His batting average right now certainly signifies that this guy is having a great year. I'm very interested to see how this guy finishes up.
Fastball at 96 on the radar gun, and it's 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. But this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Ready on 1 and 2. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Lifted the other way out to left center. Aducci has a beat on it, and that retires the side. Second inning coming up here at Blue River with no score. So here's the cleanup hitter, Logan Morrison. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Logan Morrison.
And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. Swing and A drive to right. There it goes. And gone. An absolute bomb. Stepping in now, Tom Jung. And a first pitch swing. He gets a fly ball to left center. Aducci comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 1. Digging in the switch hitter, Aaron Adrianza. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Swinging a ball in line down in the left field corner, but this will be foul.
It looked like act late.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. And now a pitch on the way. Swing, and he's able to flare this one out to left. That gets down, and the inning continues.
Boy, D-roll, that ball wasn't hit very hard, but when you're struggling like this guy is, any knock is a good knock.
Yeah, 100%. He doesn't usually get those. He has to square it up mid-barrel to find a way to get a knock. He hasn't had much luck this year, but he'll take that any day.
Behind 0-2 now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. It's a run on 2 hits, 1 left. We've played 2 full. Rochester leads it 1-0. Striding into the box, Billy Nicholas. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed. And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
In now, Morris Tuckman. As he'll take a look at ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. 1 out, nobody on. Fastball called strike. 1-2. Still 1-2.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Morris Tuckman becomes the 2nd out in the bottom of the 3rd.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Now batting.
Into the box now, Julio Velasquez. As he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Left it up in the zone, but it's a strike. 1-1. So 1-1. 1-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Cue shot here out towards short, and that is in there for a 2-out base knock.
Hey, with 2 strikes right there, he didn't try and do too much. He took what the pitcher gave him, got the front foot down, and was able to fist feed a soft liner over the infielder's head.
That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Logan Morrison is in for the second time now as he looks at a ball inside, 1-0. Velasquez on second. Robertson on at first with 2 down. And he lays off the breaking ball there as he moves ahead to 2-1. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors. Striding in once again, Tom Jung. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Now the 1-1 pitch is laid off for ball 2. The 2-1 home is a slider taken for a ball.
Time for him to attack on the mound. He knows this team's struggling offensively. Don't mess around and try and nibble. Just be on the attack and let them beat you.
And this is taken for the out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ehire Adrianza. He got called out on strikes his last time through. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now, 0-2.
Oh, I love facing pitchers like this. He's leaving nothing to the imagination. Coming to get him some.
That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure. Popped him up. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Hey, they're not all beautiful. They don't all have to be. Just throwing a lawn dart over the third baseman's head right there. Beautiful piece of hit.
Standing in now, Matt Conrad. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Ball and a strike. Runner at first here, 1 man out. In the dirt here. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Way in front of that fastball.
Man, I know exactly what this guy's feeling at the plate. Here we go again. Every time you're struggling, you look up, and it says 0-2.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Nicholas Maddox goes down for out number 2 in the bottom half. This one's down to third. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Morris Tuffin. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. In there, strike 1.
Hey, I watched Tom Glavine master throwing changeups inside to right-handed batters and getting them to pull it foul. If this guy can command that front hip curveball, he's going to go to it all game.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
He's going to find out quickly. Guys are even more selective up here in AAA.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Alvarado is there, and there's 1 away. Digging in and looking for more, Julio Velasquez. He singled his last time up. And that's on the outside corner for a strike.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
And a fastball swung on and hit to second. Alvarado ranges to his left. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Striding in once again, Clint Robertson.
Number 3, Clint.
And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. And it's fouled away. Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. And the fastball easy to lay off that time. 2-2. Pulled toward right center field. Jones sprinting after it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So they go down without a whimper.
Your attention, please.
And that's save number 33 on the season for him, matching my career best for a season. The difference is he still has a chance to notch number 34. Another nice outing for him.
This minor league team is reminded that the eyes of the organization are in the minor leagues. A lost season is never fully lost because any situation can be a teaching opportunity.
Minor league baseball. Striding in, Pierre Espinosa. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Fielder, Pierre Espinosa.
A ball and no strikes. And guys, you take a look at our visitors here with the early lead tonight as we play the bottom of the first. They continue to fall on hard times, losing again last time out, and that makes 7 losses in their last 8 games.
Yeah, Mlb, and you know what, D-Roll, this is when you really get tested. They call it the dog days of August for a reason. When you're struggling like this team is right now, the games get long, the schedule gets long, and you start looking forward towards the end of the season.
Yeah, but you got to find a way, Dan. You know as well as I do. You got to look in the mirror. You're playing for way more, especially the way this team is underachieved. You got to keep grinding. You got to find a way to put your foot on the gas and show up to the yard every day ready to go.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Up around the face.
That one missed, but if it's a strike, I don't know how you get the barrel of that pitch. You have to really be sitting on it to hit a fastball coming in that hard on the inside part of the plate.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd out.
Just tied him up with that last pitch. Pretty evident by the swing. Sometimes guys get in that protect mode so much that they're swinging at everything that they see, and they end up offering at pitches that they can't possibly do anything with.
Into the box, Luis Mortero, as we run you the numbers to see the splits between July and August.
Hey, I know it's early and we're in the first right here, but he's going to have to work that heater to both sides of the plate. He cannot get away with missing over the heart of the plate all night.
And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but
well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. 1 inning in the books here. The Mudheads are on top, 1-0. Leading off the inning, Rod Tobin, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Here comes the first pitch. Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike.
Love jumping out to an early 3-0 lead, but this game is far from over. A lot of innings left to be played. He's going to have to continue to execute out on that mound.
The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Okay, here's the defense for the away team. And guys, you want to talk about taking care of the baseball, doing what's right, playing fundamentally sound. This team has the fewest errors in the league. Not only do they make the routine plays, but they'll make the spectacular ones as well. Can't be understated the importance of what they're bringing to the table on the defensive side. Check that out today.
So striding forward for his first opportunity, Cliff Pennington, showing some definite confidence at the plate right now, and his recent numbers are reflecting that.
Well, that's a pretty good pitch right there, that backdoor slider. That's a very difficult pitch to throw, and particularly throw for a strike. Just missed that outside corner right there, but a good pitch and a tough take there by the hitter.
The 1-2. Hit in the air out to center field. Styles waits on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. At the plate, Mason Williams trying to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Yeah, nothing better, huh, guys? I guess maybe the crack of the bat, but I'm not as partial to that as most people. He looks good and loose out there to start this one.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
And he is out at second. Caught stealing. Leading off the inning, Richard Orr, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Richard Orr.
Hit out towards second. Machado is up with it, and the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. Stepping in, Floyd Castle, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Windup and the 0-1. Looks at a slider over the outer half for strike 2. 1 out, nobody on. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Swings through it for strike number 2.
2 mid-90s fastballs and you're down 0-2. This is where you got to take a deep breath and pot commit. You're either all in on another fastball or you're finding a way to stay back to attack something off speed.
And a diving effort, but he can't make the play and right. And he will make it all the way to third now, as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
And that's the chance you take when you lay out for a ball like that. You make the play and you're a hero, and the highlight shows. You miss it and you're picking yourself up and chasing after it.
Throws him on the bender there, and he's in the hole 0-2.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he...
In to score, the runner from third.
Dan, you were 1 pitch away from getting out of this. 2 outs, 2 strikes on the batter, and he's able to throw out a ribby knock.
Dero, it's hard to get more frustrated than that as a pitcher. You're 1 pitch away from getting out of a lot of traffic on the bases, getting into the inning, and next thing you know, you give up a 2-out, 2-strike base hit. Nothing more frustrating for a pitcher than to have that happen.
Fastball in there for a called strike. Mortero has had his trouble in these matchups, facing right-handed pitching, that is. He shows a lot more prowess against the southpaws. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. And a step off. The 1-2. This one's down to third. Scooped up, throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. On now to the top of inning number 4. The Mud Hens lead it 3-1. Ready for another chance? Rod Tobin. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1. Digging in to try it again, Cliff Pennington. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he just misses with a curveball. Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0. The 2-0 on the way. Late that time for a strike. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
He's been throwing strikes all day, so you're not up at the plate thinking he's going to walk you in this situation. You need to be aggressive and sit hard at the plate.
And another foul ball. On a big curveball is in there for a called 3rd strike, and there are 2 gone. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Mason Williams. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. No balls and 1 strike. The windup and the 0-1. Fly ball right down the line in left. And this will fall, but it's a foul ball. Looking at a fastball to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikes. Leading off the inning, Richard Moore, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0. Curveball grounded towards second. And a good throw gets him 1 gone. Settling in now, Floyd Castle. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for.
Yeah, Matty, you're seeing a lot of late swings on the fastball tonight because this guy has had everything working. He has them in the proverbial rocking chair.
Behind 0-2 now.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
To 1-2 now. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early, then those last 2 were fastballs, trying to get it right by him.
Down the third baseline. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
Hey, that's a nice job by the batter right there. Left-handed batter going down the third base line. You don't see that happen too often. A lot of things have to go right. And with the third baseman playing off the line, oof, that's a nice job of hitting right there.
Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Right down Main Street, caught him looking. Digging in and looking for more, Pierre Espinoza. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Not much this as this ball is looped over toward first. But an easy play over at first to glove it, and the side is ready for another shot now. Kenneth Pope. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Hit hard to short. And quickly there's one down to lead off the frame. Digging in once again, Luis Mortero. Here comes the first pitch. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Swings through the slider there.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of
got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Rod Tobin. He got called out on strikes his last time through. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
Shot to center field. Back goes the center fielder, but this ball has plenty behind it, and it's a home run.
Well, he was over in the series before that blast, so that's just about as welcome a sight as he could hope for. He got a pitch to his liking and took out a lot of frustration with that swing.
Styles will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends. 10-4 the final in this game. Toledo jumped out to an early lead in the first and never. Welcome to Stephen Brault, the southpaw out of the Golden State, gets the call here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
A chance now to take a look at how the home team lines up in this one. Mark DeRosa, what's the key to them starting out 1-0 here at home?
Yeah, Matty, this lineup is an interesting case study. Because if you're not a big believer in batting average, this team, they're in the bottom third of batting average, so they have to do it a little bit differently. They have to move traffic and drive the baseball out of the ballpark and into the gaps. We've seen that be successful before. Let's see if it happens again today.
Fouled away. He'll try again, 1-2. Fastball down near the shoe tops. Well, you don't need us to tell you, it's really starting to come down.
You could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the ground crew out.
So it was a swinging strike 3. Edgar Diaz becomes the second out of the bottom of the first. No balls and a strike to count. 2 out, nobody on. Popped up. Huffman over to his right. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. We've played an inning, still nothing. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Willie Palacios. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. And that misses 1-1.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Time for a look at the defensive alignment for the visitors. And guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
Slider, and that's in there for strike 2. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Hey, guys, he doubled up on that breaking ball. The batter obviously timed the first one. Second one, he was not going to let go. Good wood on that one, able to drive it for a base hit.
Into the box, Santiago Samuel. Ready with the 0-1. And a curveball that started low and broke lower, ball 1. He's running. Pitch is mishandled behind the plate, and it bounces away. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on to it. And he'll make it in easily at second, as I'd imagine that'll be scored a passed ball. 3-1 to him. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball.
This guy's got his A-game fastball working right now. The only way you're going to get to that pitch is you got to make an adjustment and get that front foot down a little earlier.
Coming to the plate now, Mario Cruz, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. No balls and 1 strike. The 0-1, and that slider's almost in the dirt.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd, and we are tied 0-0. Striding into the box, Sebastian Hernandez. Only 1 hit for him in his last 4 ball games. And that one just missed outside. Coming down in buckets, cats and dogs. Insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
Total agreement, Matt, in particular that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
Very weakly on the ground.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there. Down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
The next 1-2 pitch. Grounded back up the middle. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Calling for it. Jones makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Digging in for his second at-bat, Matthew Ramos. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Matthew Ramos.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Skied into straightaway right. Moving under it, Jones. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So nothing happening this time around. 3 innings complete. So coming to the plate, Edgar Diaz. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. Hit hard on the ground to the right. And that is through into right field for a single.
He was able to spit on that first slider right there, guys, but he didn't let the second one go. Able to execute and drive the baseball.
And a fastball just misses for ball 1. Now a sharply hit ball back up the middle. In there, a base hit.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Didn't try and do too much. Fastball, middle cut, places it right back where it came from.
Stepping in now, Willie Palacios. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. And this one's in the dirt. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. So now 2 men in scoring position. Takes a look at a fastball down the middle for strike number 2.
And he couldn't hold it.
Now here's the ball hit high and deep to straightaway right field. It'll die on the warning track as the catch is made, and here comes the runner from third. And the run will score on the sacrifice fly as that'll square things at 1-1. First offering on its way. Lifted down the line in left. Aducci shading to his right, makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And they'll tag him out at the plate. And that will keep our ball game tied as the inning is over. Digging in to try it again, Santiago Samuel. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Santiago Samuel.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit out towards second. Kapler moving to his right. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out. Ready for another chance. Mario Cruz. He'll swing it from the left side right here. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now. Now the 2-0. Too high, and it's 3-0.
He's been throwing strikes all day, so you're not up at the plate thinking he's going to walk you in this situation. You need to be aggressive and sit hard at the plate.
Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Popped him up. Bender is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Digging in for his second at-bat, Sebastian Hernandez. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. No balls and a strike to count. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Line drive to center field. Styles is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Both teams battling the elements thus far, but we've got a tight game through 5. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Chris Bostic. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. A high fastball is in there.
Frozen with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
Stays alive, still 0-2. Ready with another 0-2. And here's a curveball looked at. Strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning. Ready for another shot now, Matthew Ramos. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Into the corner and slicing foul. 1-1. A little bouncer. That winds up foul. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Digging in once again, Edgar Diaz. He singled his last time up. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. The 1-1 home. Right side. And they will get, no, he's in there. A very close play at first. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a liner. Foul.
That's what makes pitching so difficult. You get the first 2 guys out of the inning, then you give up that 2-out base hit. Now you have the middle part of the order coming up, and this is where you have.
Popped him up. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. Luis Hernandez. It was mostly pitching and defense in this one, but the man you see here made some noise with the bat, and as a result, he's our top player of the game. Triple-A base. Striding into the box, Danny Gutierrez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Line towards center field. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So the leadoff hitter reaches with good speed. The 2-hole hitter can handle the bat. We'll see if they have a play on here with nobody out. Sacrifice attempt here.
Ambush tactics right there. But he didn't try and do too much. He stayed in there and just drove it back up the middle.
Coming to the plate now, Winston Terry. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. And the indication from the dugout comes, it looks like they're going to put him on intentionally. So that'll set up the double play possibility with 1 away. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a breaking ball over the outer half. So, guys, our visitors, as they take the field following a scoreless top half, even after the victory last time out, they come in trying to turn things. They've been slumping of late, winning in just 3 of their last 9 games. The second for 1, but they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first. Striding forward now is the DH, Freddie Campillo, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. The right side. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead.
Boy, that's a good piece of hitting, Dero, right there. Takes the pitch away and just goes ahead and...
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. So it's 1 run. Coming to the plate now, Ernesto Fernandez. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. Curveball just misses, apparently. 1-0. And he takes a pitch right down the middle. The 1-1 is taken below the zone for a ball.
A great take on that slider away. It's almost a non-competitive pitch. Being outside, you could almost have let that one go right out of his hand.
He stays alive, still 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Is swung on and missed. He got him. Into the box now, Roberto Perez. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. 0-1 the count. Oh, good spot on the black for strike 2.
Hey, that's case in point right there. He thought that was going to hollow out his rib and ended up being a strike.
And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Batting 9.
First, Medina scoops it up, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. In once again, Danny Gutierrez. He reached on a single in his first try. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. To first. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit.
Hey, don't sleep on first base. I know they call third base the hot corner, but there's some bullets hit down that way too. Good effort on the dive right there, but batter singles.
To second for 1. Digging in the switch hitter, Winston Terry. Switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. And they will apply the tag between first and second. It's a double play, and just like that, the side is retired. On now to the top of inning. Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in. Reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
This guy's been on cruise control as we head into the middle innings of this one. And one of the big factors why, how about 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes?
Got him swinging in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Chisenhall is retired, and there's 1 away. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a curveball that time that broke too low. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Popped him up. Machado moving to his left. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. So stepping in, Adam Rosales. And that's taken for strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Just missed with a breaking ball.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Nothing across here this half. Stepping into the box, Ernesto Hernandez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. The windup and the 0-1. To the left side, but it's well foul. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Now at the plate, Roberto Perez. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here's the first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. And that one just missed outside.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at bat seems to be a totally different direction. He's showing good patience now, and he's got a real good count at 2-0.
2 balls and a strike now. The 2-1 home is a slider taken for a ball.
Time for him to attack on the mound. He knows this team's struggling offensively. Don't mess around and try and nibble. Be on the attack and let them beat you.
Full count now, 3-2.
He was.
Now a swing and a little flare out to left. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Man, he's seeing it like a beach ball right now. Even his soft contact is finding holes, Dan.
He's making it nearly impossible for a pitcher right now. Up, down, in and out, hard, soft. Anything you throw forward to home plate, this guy seems to somehow be able to find a hole.
On the ground is short. This could be 2. Reined in. Throw on to second, so they'll get the lead man, and that's all. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Yeah, you attack the zone and get a swing and a miss that late on your first pitch fastball.
And hold on there. That's not going to get him. In there with the stolen base. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. The bouncer up the middle. Kapler has it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on a. Settling in now, Greg Allen. He'll look to light a spark under this lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the first inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they faced. It's been very difficult to rebound and, quite frankly, dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the first inning of a start. So I'll give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do. Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
50th pitch of the game on its way. Now a breaking ball runs in on him as he's got to get his hands out of the way on that pitch.
That curveball. Particularly with his off-speed pitches, we'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
Jones is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first out. First delivery to him on the way. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss.
You can tell this offense is. Ball at the knees and to both corners. It's going to be tough for them to do anything with it.
He froze him on the fastball there. Winston Terry becomes out number 2 this inning. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out. Down the first line. Medina fields it cleanly, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for.
Well, there's no doubt they've looked pretty inept the last 5 games. But they got the monkey off their back here with the win, and are hoping to build on that now.
A 2-0 finish today. Columbus jumped out. time for minor. Now at the plate, Willis Ponder, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Third baseman,
Grounded to the right. Avilas right there, and the throw to first is in time. One gone. Next will be the designated hitter, Danny Gutierrez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Guys, you take a look at the home nine as they enter play here this afternoon. Coming feeling good as they're 2-0 to start the new year. Fastball, strike three called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away.
If you've got a good fastball going and they're not handling, keep throwing it. Right there, 3 fastballs in a row. He gone.
In now, Freddie Campillo, as he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Well, clearly this guy doesn't need many warm-up pitches because he's 98 miles an hour in the first inning. Newsflash to the offense, they better get it going.
2-1 the count. The 2-1. Ball even at 2-2. Hit hard to first. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. Some 2-out success to keep the top of the first alive. Standing in now, Angel Caruso, as he lifts it in the air to right field. And the right fielder is there to make the catch, and the inning is over. So no runs on a hit here. Into the box now, Jackie Bateman. He'll lead it off here to begin the second. He'll start the second with a curveball that's taken here for ball one. And this is hit hard to the right side, but foul.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Buck Farmer.
And a nice job here to come in and slam the door. That's his first save of the season.
This show's continuing coverage of East. Digging in, Willis Ponder. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off with a rubber duck. Third baseman.
A ball and no strikes.
Ponder.
Fellas, our visiting team as they take the field after a scoreless top half. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Hey, thanks, Mlb. Hey, D-Row, we've got a couple of teams playing some good baseball right now. Unfortunately, a winning streak for one of these teams is going to end today, but boy, this is a great matchup here.
Yeah, I'm excited to call this one with you two guys, definitely. The two teams playing top of their game right now, really playing well. Both come in on winning streaks. We're going to see who's able to execute in this one.
The 1-2. Hit down the line at first. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Right side, but no problem at first, and that's the first out. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Danny Gutierrez, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. 1-0 the count. The 1-0. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. 1 out, nobody on. Skied into straightaway right. Almanza back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone. Now at the plate, Freddie Campillo. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
The 2-0 on the way. Popped him up. And no one will get this one. Campillo, the runner at first with 2 gone. Count even at 2-2.
A great swing right there. I know the ball's foul, but he absolutely laced that pitch right there. He's just got to stay.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Jackie Bateman, and it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Swing and a liner, and that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. Legs churning, he's headed for second, and he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
There's no question he's been struggling at the dish lately, trying to do anything to get himself going. So he's got to feel pretty good after that double. Not to take anything away from him, but I think I could have probably hit that pitch.
Yeah, that's one of those gift pitches, not the location he was shooting for. Hicks in foul ground, and that's the first out of the inning. Coming to the plate now, Zane Voorhees, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. No balls and 1 strike. Slow curveball like a balloon, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 2. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
Another 1-2 delivery. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Hicks is under it. 2 gone. So digging in now, Alberto Prado, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Now a curveball, but he might have flown open a bit. It's 1-1. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball is coming in at that plane right there. Quality take.
There's the good fastball, and he can't. Grounder down the line at third, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3. Grounded to short. Kelly comes up with it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. We've played 2 full. So striding in, Henry Ortiz. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here's a high pop-up. Cordova is there. One away. Digging in for his second at-bat, Willis Ponder. He'll swing it from the left side right here. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball one. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Count is 1 and 2.
Hit back up the middle. Kelly loves it. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Ready for another chance. Danny Gutierrez. He flew out in his last at bat. 0-1 the count.
I know you're standing on the mound. You got 2 quick outs right here, but you have to respect the fact that this lineup can hit you and hit you in a hurry. Number 2 hole batter up at the plate. He has a chance to get on and get the big boys up.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one.
Grounded up the first baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. 2 out, nobody on.
Hey, he's got 4 foul balls in this.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right, and he dives to make a spectacular catch. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Freddie Campillo. He singled his last time up.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
And he takes a cold strike 1. High in the air down the right field line. Almanza on the move. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. Striding in once again, Angel Caruso. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. 1-0 pitch is right there, but ruled a ball. 2-0.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
Very weakly on the ground. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. Pitching has the upper hand. Line to the right side. That's his first base hit. Make him 1 for 2 now.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player. Fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
He's set and the pitch. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. Fastball that time is nowhere close, and it's even at 1-1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Caruso, the runner at third. Bateman is over at second with 1 down in the inning. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Now batting.
Here's a cold strike about thigh high. 0-1.
This guy's cruising along, pitching well as we enter the middle innings of this one. Less than 60.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. So it's no runs, Now batting, Alberto Prado. He'll start things out here in the home fifth, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
High and deep to right center. Almanza going back at the track, and it's gone. Into the box, Henry Ortiz. He looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Hit down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike two. And that one just missed outside.
It's a great job to lay off on that nasty slider right there. It's the toughest pitch. It was my toughest pitch to lay off of. I was always sitting fastball middle away, and when that slider came out, boy, did it look like a heater for a long time.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Willis Ponder. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Missed with a breaking ball. And a fastball runs a bit inside. He's down 2-0. The 2-0. Swing and a line drive. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 game so far.
Take a look at this again in slow motion. He tracks this thing all the way, gets his hands quickly through the zone, and just rips it down the left field line, just how they draw it up.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
And he'll step off. Ponder, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Popped high in the air. Franchise is there for it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Digging in to try it again, Freddie Campillo. A hit in 2 tries so far. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Buck Farmer make his 4th. 3-2 the finish in tonight's game. Alex Peralta claims the
A player is encouraged to continue to refine a skill essential to his game.
game's future stars. Coming to the plate now, Albert Suarez. Lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Right fielder.
Here comes the first pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Yeah, you should take a look at our visiting club as they enter play here this evening. They suffered a bit of a setback last time out, but not to worry. They're still 6-2 over their previous 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, in this sport at this level, you have to find a way to be a little bit realistic. You're not going to win every ball game. So they lost last game. Fine. Let's find a way to execute today and get on the winning side.
With a moment now, let's have a look at the home team's starting lineup. What's the key for a home victory tonight, Dero?
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup filled with young bloods. Just young guys, hungry, aggressive, trying to do damage and move traffic to both gaps. Line-to-line power up and down this lineup. Should be interesting to see if this pitcher uses their aggressiveness against them.
Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1. Franchise has a reputation, or a knack, if you will, for working himself out of tough situations when he finds himself there. A lot of relief pitchers are known for that, obviously, but as a starter, that's certainly a valuable characteristic to have.
Matty D, and I'm going to tell you who likes this. The bullpen likes it, and the manager likes this, because most pitchers are going to get into trouble at least 1 or 2 times during the course of a start, and it's nice to know as a manager that you have a guy that's out there that can pitch with men on base and wiggle out of some tough jams. This guy's made a living doing this in his career.
Down the third baseline. This will get foul for strike 2. That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. And inning in the books tonight. Still scoreless here on the show. Leading off the inning, Brett Wimberly, and they'll need him to get something going here. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Wimberly, the native of the tiny state of Rhode Island. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter. And this is taken in for out number 1.
All right, here's how the visitors are lining up today. And if you look at the numbers on this team, defensively, they're in the top 5, fewest errors in the league. Flashing the leather, picking and grinning, keep an eye on them. They play stout defense.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Benny Davidson, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch on its way. Boy, good bite on the slider, and it just missed inside.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball's coming in at that plane right there. Quality take.
Count now, a ball and a strike. The 1-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. 2 away.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Into the box now, James Pirecki. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. This is line to left. Manzanillo is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So they breeze through this half of the inning. We'll go now to the top of the third. The Seawolves are out on top, 1-0. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Dino Jimenez. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. First delivery to him on the way. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1. The 1-1. Hard hit ball to second. Aviles takes it in. And that's the first out.
Well, I think he got away with one right there. It was a fastball right down the middle, and he hit it hard, but he couldn't elevate it at all. Would have been a different story if he did.
So striding forward now, Johnny Garcia is back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. One out, nobody on. A swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
Throw to first will take care of him. Score at 2-3 on the putout, and there are two gone now.
Third baseman, Mlb Aaron.
First offering on its way. Breaking ball in for a strike. And no swing, apparently. Ball one.
As a pitcher, you got to feel good that you had him out front. Even though he didn't pot commit on that one, it opens up a lot of weapons for you to go high fastball or throw even a better off-speed pitch.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Chopper up the line. But that one rolls foul.
When you have 2 strikes on you,
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Make it 9 straight here to start the ball game. 3 innings complete. The Seawolves lead it 1-0. Stepping up now, Albert Suarez. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Albert Suarez.
Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98. 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a curveball that started low and broke lower. Ball one.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Hit down to first. Hicks ranges to his left, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Into the box, Victor Aguilera. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And this is taken outside for ball one. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a half swing here, but he pretty clearly went around, and it's 1-2 now. Ball 2.
He's going to have to make adjustment on that slider away. He can't just make it a non-competitive pitch and allow these guys to take. He's got to start that a little bit more over the middle of the plate to get that swing and miss on the outer half.
Rich. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Manzanillo has a play. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. At the plate, Rich Acevedo. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Rich Acevedo.
First pitch of the at-bat. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2. Count remains at 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a breaking ball stays outside. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight. Can't start any better than this. He's set down. Leading off the inning, Brett Wimberly, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. The 1-1 home. Sharp ground ball to third. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. Striding forward now is the DH, Benny Davidson. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. No balls and a strike to count. The windup and the 0-1. And a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. Two and two. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. A ball and no strikes. This is line to left. Manzanillo is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 15 up, 15 down to start the ball game. We're through 5 here at the ball. Leading off the inning, Dino Jimenez, and they'll need him to get something going here. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. The 1-1. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
Unless you're willing to sell out and try and take one part of the field out of play and just work the ball up the middle the other way, it's extremely difficult when a guy's throwing this hard to stay back on. The way to work the ball the other way to keep you back on the off speed.
And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out.
The batter, number 8, shortstop.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Into the corner and slicing foul. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him. Ready for another chance? Colby Jimenez. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
2 balls and a strike to count. 2 out, nobody on. Can't connect there. It's 2-2. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Albert Suarez. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
Here's a little chopper up the middle. He's got to hurry. So they do get their first hit, but their first run will have to wait as the... Striding in once again, Victor Aguilera. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Ready for another shot now. Rich Acevedo. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
Manzanillo will drift over to his right a few steps as he takes it for the second out. Digging in to try it again, Brett Wimberly. And that's into the corner, a foul ball in right. That's lifted the other way out to left. Kelly waits on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So he keeps. Fernando Ortega will come on and make. And tonight's ends as a 3-0 shutout win. The Erie Seawolves took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the end. Billy Franchise earns his first win of the season. Welcome to MLB The Show and this presentation of minor league baseball. Today, the finale of this 3-game weekend series between the Erie Seawolves and the Flying Squirrels of Richmond. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Now at the plate, Jim He'll lead things off here. Here in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder.
Here comes the first pitch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Fellas, you take a look at these guys as they get onto the field for the bottom of the first here this afternoon. They'll look to make it 3 straight here as they come in on the heels of 2 straight wins.
Yeah, Matty, without question. They find themselves in this position today. They got a chance to sweep the series on Sunday and make it a miraculous weekend.
Boy, Dero, it's always a nice way off with a win here, and a sweep on Sunday would really be sweet for this ball club.
And with that, here's a glance at the starting lineup for the home squad. Mark, how do they bounce back and avoid the dreaded sweep?
Matty, you focus on this lineup, the middle of the order jumps out at you because of the big power. But my focus today is on the table setters. Guys that set the tone. They have to be willing to work the count and find ways to get on base and create a little bit of havoc on the defense.
First offering on its way. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. This is foul for the first strike. A windup and the 0-1. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1.
That's not an easy pitch to do anything with, right? 96 miles an hour in on the hands. You almost have to be looking for that pitch to be able to do anything with that.
Rounded down the third baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning.
One very easily could have been called strike 3. Really close pitch.
Jones will wait on it as he tucks this one away to retire the side. An inning in the books. No score here on the show. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Juan Ramos. He did his part yesterday afternoon as he cashed in with 3 hits in the losing effort. Almanza has it in his tracks. 1 out.
All right, here's how the visitors are lining up today. And guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
1-1 the count. Bottom of the second here with no score. And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
Pretty easy pitch to lay off there, 2-2. Not even close to being in the strike zone. He made it easy for the hitter in that one.
Jones is after it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Set to get his day started, Kevin Tippett, and it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. No balls and 1 strike. The windup and the 0-1. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Man, and it says 0-2.
That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure. Lifted down the line in left. Manzanillo giving chase. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Coming to the plate now, Ryder Jones. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Curveball just misses apparently. 1-0. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
That pitch up in the zone called the strike, and that's a tough pitch for a batter to hit, though, that fastball that's high in the zone.
I got 2-1.
And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. Little back to the mound. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Now in the box, Juan Pena. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Takes a knee-high fastball. 1 out, nobody on. Line to the right side. That's a base hit, their first of the game.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jim Berger in there. Strike 1. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
Ball taken there. 2-1 now. And, ooh, that strike zone's getting a little inconsistent now. It's 2. Shin high fastball that time. Ball 3.
Full count with shot of.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. On now to the top of inning number 4. The Seawolves lead it 1-0. Leading off the inning, Emilio Blanco, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Blanco is usually found patrolling the outfield, but he can also get behind the plate, and that's exactly what he's doing in this one.
Yeah, and this, I'll tell you what. You want to have a job in the big leagues for the next 15, 20 years? Be versatile and have the ability to catch. I'll be locked in on this guy today because that's a tough ask to go behind the dish. I want to see how he works with the pitcher, but if he can do it, if he can frame balls, play corner outfield positions, maybe moonlight in the infield a little bit and swing a decent bat, this guy will stay in the game for a long time.
Takes a pitch high and away for ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Pulled toward right center field. Almanza is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down. Digging in for his second at-bat, Juan Ramos comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. And a diving effort in center, but it's going to skip right on by him. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Row, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Now the 0-2 pitch. And he finds himself another pitch as this is fouled away to keep it at 0-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Settling in now, Kevin Tippett. He'll start things out here in the home fifth, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Hit pretty well out toward right center field. Jones racing back to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Ryder Jones up next. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Just a bit jumpy that time, swung on and missed. Skied into straightaway right. Moving under it, Almanza. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. So striding forward now, Juan Pena. He reached on a single in his first try. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Hey, this guy has been locating his fastball all game to perfection. Talking to a number of big league pitchers over the years, they'll tell you a well-executed fastball with good location is still.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Standing in, Kevin Madison. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Digging in once again, Jim Berger. He'll look to bounce back after striking out. Time up. Popped him up. Hicks moving to his left. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. At the plate, Emilio Blanco. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. In there, no balls and a strike.
That's one of those pitches you just float over the plate. 99% of the time the batter is taking at least the first pitch after 2 straight 1-pitch out, so you almost can underhand it up.
Ooh, tough to lay off there, but it's called a ball. 1-2.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
Is swung on and missed. He got him. So they go quietly here in this half inning. Ready once again, Enrique Marquez. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
We're moving along late into this one, and it's no surprise this guy continues to pitch well. Over 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you're doing that, you really put the hitters on the defensive.
And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Juan Ramos. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Tried to hold back, but this is popped up, and this is taken in for the second out. Digging in now, Delman Ellis. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. And he'll power in a fastball, that time at 94 for strike 1. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Manzanillo has it in his tracks, and that ends the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no. Digging in, Kevin Tippett. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8. Too low, 1-0.
Kevin Tippett.
2-0.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty, but hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Line toward right center, but this will not elude the right fielder's grasp as he ranges over to handle it for the first out. First delivery to him on the way. This is flared right back over the mound. Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close. Now batting, Juan Pena. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Got him out on his front foot. It's 0-2.
Boy, he's been great in this one, and he's only one strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back. This ground over to first. Hicks is there, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Striding in to start the ninth, Kevin Madison. And they'll need him to get something going here. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1.
Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
Swing, high drive, left field and deep. And that's off the left field wall. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
When you're struggling as a team to put the ball in play, every base hit is welcome, but a double will really help wake everyone up. That's just their third hit of the game, but it's a good one.
Madison leads off second with nobody out. Into the corner and slicing foul. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. Hit to short. Kerr scoops it up. And this will be an RBI as the run comes in to score from third. Now time called here is the manager. And the score finishes 4-1 today. The Seawolves led this game from the third inning on and never wavered. Billy Franchise notches his third.
This minor league team is reminded that the eyes of the organization are keeping tabs on them. A player receives a check-in from one of his coaches. An agent checks in with a client currently in the minors. A manager checks in with his ball club. A player receives a check-in from one of his coaches. A manager checks in with his ball club. A manager checks in with his ball club. A player receives input from a coach.
Time for minor league baseball here on the show as we set our sights on the Double-A Eastern League. Tonight we've got a good matchup in store. Stepping in, Willis Ponder. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Third baseman.
Here's a fastball that he shoots on into left center, and that'll fall for a base hit.
I mean, an absolute bullet line drive on the first pitch of the game. I always wondered how many pitchers were so it has to frustrate the living heck out of you, because if I'm leading off, and I never did it in my career, I'd be pulling the trigger every 0-0 pitch. That might be the best pitch you'll see all day.
To third. There's one. On to first, and they get the double play. Time now to give you a look at the batting order for the visiting squad. What's the key for them tonight, D-Row?
Well, Matty, the one thing that jumps off the page at me is the fact that this team leads the league in doubles, putting themselves in scoring position time and time again. Instead of having to get a few knocks, one base hit gets you right back in the ball game. This offense creates a lot of opportunities.
He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A high fastball is in there. Gutierrez is off at first with 2 away.
No, that's out.
And it's 1-1. And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch bang. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Franchise is a guy that you'll notice attacks hitters with a high velocity slider. Not the old sweeper. He really fires it in there and snaps off big numbers. Count is 1-2 now. Working for the punch out and the offering.
That's a ball.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul. So a missed opportunity there. Got him. So a couple of hits here in the top half. Now here's the pitch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. The 1-1 is a fastball that misses. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Oliveros is there, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
All right, here's how the home side's lining up defensively. And when you talk about third base, you talk about a step and a dive. But you better have something to go with it when you get to your knees. And that's what this guy has, an absolute howitzer.
Fly ball right down the line in left. Oliveros has a beat on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Digging in the switch hitter, Charles Slater. First at bat for him in this one. He was 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Now the 1-0 is taken for ball 2. This is hit the other way out toward left field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So stepping in, Henry Ortiz, and he'll start out their half of the third. Top of the order to follow. 1-0 the count. 1-0 count. Here it is. Skied into straightaway right. Almanza is there, and he makes the catch for the out. Now to the plate, Willis Hunter. He singled his last time up. Soft liner towards center, and that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
In there, 0-1.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. One hit. Digging in for his second at-bat, Jackie Bateman. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat. No balls and a strike to count. The windup and the 0-1. And that one just missed outside.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Ripped down base line. And this is going to get past him at first. That's a fair ball. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Guys, that jacks me up right there. Kept his front shoulder tucked, the hip tucked, was able to stay inside that slider and drive it the other way.
Strike one to start the at-bat. Swinging bunt up the line. That winds up foul for the second strike. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Fouled off. The 0-2 once more is low and outside for a ball. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. A fastball that just misses inside. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Styles is there. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. The relay throw, and he'll get into third here on the fly out, so he's 90 feet away here with one gone. And a fastball's in there for strike one.
This is a situation where the offensive player just needs to do his job. Take inventory, infield back, get you a ground ball somewhere in the infield, preferably off the corners, and get your team the lead.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit the other way out toward right field. Almanza is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Coming to the plate now, Charles Slater. He flew out in his last at-bat.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
In there, strike two. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this...
Meanwhile, this ball is into right center, and that ought to be good enough for extra bases. Slater takes the turn at third. He wants it all, and he's safe at the plate as they take the lead.
The fans are not happy, and I can't blame them. And inside the Parker on that hit, there's simply no excuse for that, and everyone in the ballpark knows it. We'll see if he can shake it off and get out of the top half of this inning.
So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking.
Seventh pitch of the at-bat coming. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A high fastball is in there. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
He's had to be sitting out over that outer half of the plate. For him to take those first 2 pitches right there, finds himself 0-2. I'll be surprised if the pitcher doesn't go right back to that spot.
1 out, nobody on. This ball is blasted to right field. Nothing's going to keep this one in the ballpark. And that one is gone.
He saw a few balls down in the zone earlier in that at-bat, but finally got a pitch he liked and promptly deposited over the fence. Made the pitcher pay for his mistake, which is exactly what you're supposed to do.
And there's out number 2. Striding in once again, Danny Gutierrez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. 1-1. Yeah, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Yeah, Matt, right now this doesn't look too good. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the umpires come out and bring the ground crew out here. The infield around the mound.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the
Your attention, please. Now.
Hey, it took them an extra frame to do it, but hey, they're not going to complain as they lock up a nice road victory here in 10 innings.
First open back in. At the plate, Henry Lingo. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
Left fielder.
Hit in the air out to left. Moving under it, Jackson. 1 away. So striding in, Armando Cairo, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And here's a ball hit in the air. But no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. Temperature here at the park tonight, a comfy 72 degrees at first pitch. And oh, that gets him on the mound. Thankfully, he's able to recover, and he gets the second out at first. Striding into the box. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Franchise is a guy that you'll notice it. There and snaps off numbers. Bouncer down the line. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a fastball just a bit up.
That one missed, but if it's a strike, I don't know how you get the barrel of that pitch. You have to really be sitting on it to hit a fastball coming in that hard on the inside part of the plate.
Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So here's the cleanup pitch. And that one swung on and missed. 0-1. Here's Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Into the box now, Brian Crow. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. No score here as we play inning number 2. Popped him up. Just foul. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Hit on the ground out to short. Herman is up with it, and there are 2 away now. Stepping up now, Ethan McKinney. Right there for strike 1. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the
back of the bat, but I'm not as partial to that as most people. He looks good and loose out there to start this one.
And the throw pulls him off the base, and the inning's going to continue. There he goes. Pitch inside. The throw is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely. A high strike there, and it's 1-1.
There's a called strike on a fastball up in the zone. We're seeing more of that from pitchers nowadays. With the launch angles, guys are looking.
And the right fielder is there to make the catch, and the inning is over.
Your attention, please. Now.
Well, this one had its moments of drama and excitement. In the end, these guys came away with the victory, and look on to the next.
An unexpected summons. A AAA manager welcomes a new arrival from AA.
Minor League Baseball is coming to the plate now. Orlando Uribe. He will lead this one off today. Crowd still filing in this afternoon as the game's first pitch is taken for ball one. Dan Dero, we take a look at our home 9 as they take the field here today. They've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and in fact dropping 6 of their last 7.
Yeah, Matty, they lost last game only by 1 run. Those are the tough ones. But I'm sure they've looked at the film, made a few adjustments, and let's see if they can give a better effort today.
Neff moves over, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Now at the plate, Caleb Clemente. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. And that's in there for strike 1. Franchise has become known as a starting pitcher that frequently works deep into games. The kind of guy you want on the staff when your team needs some rest because he tends to eat up innings all by himself.
Well, clearly this guy doesn't need many warm-up pitches because he's 98 miles an hour in the first inning.
Chopped weakly to the left. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So a rather pedestrian start. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Brandon Drury. He'll get us started in the top of the second. Back up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike one. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
Stepping up to the plate, number 39, hitting a little over 250 coming into action in this one. 0-1 the count.
Pretty good pitch to hit there that he let go. I know it's early and they're probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but he may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
Into the corner and slicing foul.
Can't imagine he comes back with a third breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
Guerra moves over. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. One hit in the inning, but no one left. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
That's up.
Popped him up. And there's out number one. And that'll bring up Tyler Wade.
Batting eighth, second baseman.
And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. And he will make the play. 2 away now. Here's the first pitch to him.
The catcher, number 28.
Curveball stays a little high that time.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
1-2 now.
The count is 1 and 2.
Third inning, no score to this. Now a check swing, but that's in there for strike 3 anyway, and the inning is over. Into the box now, Orlando Uribe. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. Here comes the first pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently. The 1-1 is a fastball whiffed on for a strike.
I got the count 1 and 2.
Missed with a breaking ball. Still even at 2-2. The 2-2 is looked at and the count moves full.
If you're ever going to see a position player go to the mound, it's going to be in a situation like this. Get him to relax a little bit, focus on his mechanics, and get that fastball back in the zone. Can't allow this guy to lead off walk.
So he notched the backwards K on that one. Orlando Uribe becomes the first out of the inning. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. Moving under it, Guerra. And he makes the catch for the second out. Striding in once again, Caleb Clemente. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Grounder down the line at third. 2 out, nobody on. And he lays off for ball 1. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
That's a real good job of right half.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. So they're held in check here this half of the. Brandon Drury will bat next. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The windup and the 0-1. And a curveball that time that broke too low. This is in the air out to right field. Guerra is there to put it away for out number 1. Coming to the plate now, Peter Sasaki comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Line to the right side. So this one lands in the bullpen area, a foul ball. A little bit low that time, maybe outside as well.
Tried to go with the nasty backdoor breaking ball right there. Good job by the batter to take that pitch, work the count even.
2 balls and a strike now. Hit sharply on the ground. Childers has it in time to first, and there are 2 away. Here's the pitch.
Now batting.
This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And a good effort as he's able to stick with it and get the 3rd out of the. Digging in to try it again, Carlos Reyes will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that can.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no doubt home run. And that'll bring up Tyler Wade.
Well, you really can't blame him. He single-handedly kept them in this thing. But with 1 swing of the bat, we're all knotted up. Things are officially interesting, and we're in for a good finish in this one.
Now batting.
Low for ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Manzanillo moves over. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Orlando Uribe. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Now the pitch. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
Well, that's a great take there, right there, on that slider down and in. That's one of the toughest pitches to lay off of as a hitter, that hard break.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. First pitch on its way. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike.
Aaron.
Here's a strike. Hit down first. Hicks right there, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Caleb Clemente. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Yeah, it really does, Matt, but this offense isn't helping him too much. It sort of feels like the next team to score is going to win this thing.
All even now, 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Brandon Drury. He flew out in his last at-bat. Takes this the other way to right. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3. So the top of the 7th isn't over yet after the 2-out base hit.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. guy swinging first pitch?
Now, one of the things you want to do, D-Rose, you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first 2 pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
Fahey is there, and the side is retired. So no runs here on a base. Jose Alonso has been summoned from...
Well, they had to put in a couple of extra innings of work, but hey, listen, a win is a win.
A manager confronts his pitching staff about an unacceptable team statistic.